Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people, and welcome back to Cities Skylines. And as I was loading the game, I spied at one of these edges of the map somewhere that there is a problem. So not there. We're going to have to find it. And it's going to cause our traffic percentage to be really low until it gets fixed. Not that one. Where was it? So it was in the cinematic camera that I do when I'm loading these, so I didn't quite get a view of where it was. Was it this one? Yeah, it was one of these. It may have not been this one, but it was something like it. What was happening is... I thought I had an asymmetrical highway. I do, good. The people coming in... Oh, I can't upgrade that. Can I create more outside connections? Okay, well, we'll do it here. Yeah, what you can see what's happening. The cars sometimes they don't get in their car till like there, and traffic has to stop for them while they spawn their car. It's still happening though. Yeah, I don't know that we're going to be able to undo that because I can't create more outside connections. I would have to go to map editor and basically start the save all over again. So this might help. I don't know. We'll just tell them to carry on through. Hopefully that will solve some of the problem. But now we've got pedestrians just standing in the road. I don't know why. Why are they just standing there? Are they going to eventually spawn? Anyway. So I think that was the only one. We're going to just investigate the edges of the map here real quick. That's one of the advantages. I mean, 81 tiles, when you unlock them all, is a performance hit. So you don't get as high of a frame rate. Yeah, this one could stand with that little upgrade too. But it does let you come in and adjust little problems like this. I don't like that they're turning around there. That could create a bad traffic jam. Being able to go all the way to the edge of the map and do edits really helps. It just does. But loading this many tiles also causes a performance problem. I mean, 25 tiles is really where you should play at. But we're just going to scroll through here. There's supposed to be water there. Is that water source just there? Where is that water source? No, the water source is here and it flows up into there. Okay, that's fine. Is this another 2-lane? Yes, this is another 2-lane. So let's just get these fixed. I'm going to go around the map and see what I can find, and then I'll be back with you. Okay, so we got that taken care of. There were 3 or 4 more that I had to correct, and that's just a good note to map builders that don't do stuff like that. It creates problems. It just creates way too many problems. So what I want to do today is kind of start a new little neighborhood over here that will lead, eventually it will lead all the way over to here, and then we'll have like a national park in this forest and over to this island. In fact, I'm going to paint that in now to remind myself of it, but we're not going to build it right now. I'm just going to paint it in. It's going to cover all this so I can do like the docks and everything, and we may even bring it across the river like we've done with a couple other park areas where it has a bridge across. But they'll definitely have a bridge that takes us over into that island. I think that'd be kind of cool. And since the park paths conduct electricity, it won't be that hard to get power over there. And then we'll have a nice little national park. It is Nature Reserve. Nature Reserve. That's what I've been saying this whole time. You never heard me say anything different. So over here we have a passenger train terminal and just a couple little touristy things for them to come see. And there is a subway tunnel right here as well. So we've got good mass transit in and out of this area. I want to add in one more intersection right here. And I think I'm going to do it with the 4-lane road. I don't want to do these 4-lane roads. I like them, but not that one. That one's a bad example. It's only 2 lanes, really. I like these, but they're just so wide, and I think they would look really out of place over here. So I've been using the thinner ones. As we get into more populated areas, we'll do some of those roads, but for now, I think if I want a 4-lane, this is the guy to go with. And I want to kind of curve it off into this direction. In fact, yeah, let's just snap it to that. I think that'll look nice. And then I want it to kind of come down here, join that, come down here and join that, come over here and join this. So, is there a nice, pleasing way to do this one? Get this to connect here. You know what we'll do is we'll have this come down some, and then back out some, and then up like that to there. That works for that one. And then we'll have it dive back in again, come down by the highway, and then quickly come back up and out, like to about here, and there to there, and then up and over to that one. And then that way we've got interchanges off the highway. Not the best interchanges. They might have to get replaced if too much traffic comes in and out of them. But this is all going to be low density, so it should be okay. We've got one bridge across there, one bridge across there, and then they can go under the highway there. Plus, they can come through this roundabout. I'd really like most of the traffic to just use this roundabout for highway access, though. That would be the ideal, but we may not get the ideal. And then I just want to carry my 4-lane road on back down for now, and we're not going to pay any attention to this area. I just wanted to get it connected. So right here, we will come back to this side of the tree line and kind of follow it around. To right about here, and then out like that. And then we're going to upgrade this into a 4-lane here. And this bit here as well. But I think where the train station is, we'll just leave it as a 2-lane, so that here we can have a straight through and a... Yeah, just a straight through and then a right. And then this one, I don't want you turning both directions, please. There we go. So that way we've got, you know, some dedicated lanes and some good stuff like that. If this winds up needing the traffic light, so be it. We'll put one in. And this is just going to be kind of just a neighborhood, just randomized streets. Nothing too big. We do have some demand going on. What I'd like to do right here is get a street coming off. Let's do something a little different. Just one street that comes off just straight into here. Like right behind these guys. I figured that was going to be already occupied. It's going to be difficult to get this to be nice and straight, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to be very difficult to get that nice and straight. Okay. We can do this. What we'll do is bring it here. This space already occupied by what? Another street? I know it is. We don't want that to go there. We want it to go right there. So bring that to there, and then I really would rather it not curve. So, pause. Do this. Do this, do this, do this. Bring this back up. Straight to there, so this makes a nice T intersection. There we go. And then this can come down like that. That's the wrong road. I knew that. I was just checking if you were paying attention. There we go. And then that should not have broken the roundabout, but we want to check it. It kind of did. Ooh, that just broke this side too. I shouldn't hit highlight. Because now we've got the wrong people yielding, I think. Oh, well, we'll deal with that later. No, we'll deal with that right now, because... Oh, no, it's got the right people yielding still over here. So when I highlighted that... Yeah, it left it fine. Okay, cool. Neat. So, like, if I highlight this side, it leaves out part, and if I highlight that, that's really strange. Anyway, and then make sure this is all still set up, because it's not. That's wrong. That one's just fine, and that's wrong. Cool. So there we go. We've got a nice little neighborhood area, and I wanted this over here for healthcare, things like that. We're just going to stick with our smaller buildings for now. Well, we've already got all the fire coverage and all that over here, so maybe I didn't need this. Maybe we'll just put a little, you know what, we're not going to have anything there. And it'll be all that trouble for that road and not even get rid of it. Because I don't want anything there. You just move it. Give me a better angle, please. Give me a nice curve. Thank you. There we go. Oh, well. What are you going to do? So, let's start planning out some roads. Because where we're going, we do need them. This is really close to the train here, so I gotta be careful about that. Let's see where I want. That's perfect, actually. If we can get it to go there, we can put our nature reserve entrance just right there. We can. Good. Yeah. I'd like to do the larger one, though. Oh, I can. Good. Awesome. Yay! It's already upgraded, apparently. So it'll be like the entrance to our nature reserve right there. So we won't zone too much on this side. We'll just leave it kind of all natural, and we'll wind up putting in more trees later. But we're going to bring in some streets through here. I want one that butts up along this tree line. Don't give me this space already occupied bullshit. There we go, on that side, and then I also want one on this side. So that these people have a nice wooded area as a backyard. I mean, the tree line's there. Why not take advantage of it? And then we can just draw a little street that kind of comes up in between the two. Autosave kind of thought it was going to kick me out there for a second. So that'll give me a nice little area through there. And then I want these guys to have some bit of a backyard to them. And I'm not going to do them all quite like this that I'm doing now, but for now it works. And we'll bring you up and over like that, and then I think here's where I will change off to a different style. Yeah, that works. Like that. And then we will bring a road off of here to connect so they can get through. And then the other road will come in like this. And then we'll have like a road that comes up. Yep. And then right like that. That's good. This will probably be trees. Maybe some commercial. This will probably be trees. That's what mouthed out of my mouth. So that gets that going. This is all going to be oil industry, so we're not going to do too much over there. And then here, I would like to do this action. Just coming through here, and then like that. Maybe bring this one down to like that. And then have another one coming off back here. No, how about over here? Yeah, this is better. Like this that kind of comes through. Maybe putting a lot of traffic on that. We will find out. And that just makes a nice little residential area. Yeah. And then we just need to get water pipes throughout. So we'll roughly follow this 4-lane road around. I'm not going to worry about getting it exact. If I had curved pipes, I would worry about getting it exact. But curved pipes don't exist. Not in this game, anyway. So that gets that done, and Ding's very excitedly about it. And I do this way to get like my perimeter outlined, and then I can come through on these main roads, get them connected, and then I can go back in after the fact and see where I don't have coverage. Overdoing it a little bit right here. So like there I don't have coverage, over here I don't have coverage, so we'll do a connection there. No one will have a house there, so actually it's an awful lot of space to not have anything in there. So what I'm going to do is, no, it's not quite what I wanted to do. That's quite what I wanted to do. Yeah, I wanted to do that, and then I want to bring this over here. There we go. So now out of all those guys, they don't have any water coverage there. They don't have any right up here. There we go. And then a little bit down here needs some water, which I can probably get most of that this way. Oh, a little more. There we go. Now everyone should have water there. Yeah, awesome. So now we just zone. Probably want, like I said, commercial over this way, just because it's a tourist area here. So that kind of makes sense. I don't think I want to zone too much right here on this big road. But I will do commercial here. And I want to make this its own district as well. Because I want to put a high-rise ban on. Because I will do some offices. Because we are getting educated people. So it'd be a good idea to have our offices so that they have a place to go work. I mean, I could turn on Industry 4.0, but don't need to really worry about it. So we'll go in here, go to policies, go to city planning, and we'll do a high-rise ban. And that'll take care of that. Speaking of education, I think we're getting really close. Yeah, we're really close in our capacity on the university. We're going to have to build a university soon, and I'm kind of thinking over here, or maybe right over here. Yeah, probably over here. That way they're not looking right across the river to the oil industry. Or maybe even over here, because there's already this highway connection coming out. We could do a university here. That might be kind of cool. And then have like a bigger town here that feeds in off of these 3 highways and then connects over there. Something to think about, but for today, we're worried about this area. So let's get this going. So, education. We have plenty of space, but as we start putting new people in, we're going to need more. So let's go ahead and see where we're going to do our schools and all of that. So I think if we do an elementary like here, and then one on the opposite end there, and then I think if we do another one like down here, that should get us the coverage that we need for elementary, I hope. If not, we will adjust. Where did I put that elementary school? Right there. Wait, where's my small playground? There it is. So, small playground. And you get a small playground. And Oprah says you get a small playground. And then we will come in with some high schools. Actually, let's go right next door there. I think we can get away with just 2 high schools in this area because we're way over capacity on high schools. But they don't want to travel very far to go to school either, so you got to keep that in mind. That they're kind of lazy sons of bitches. So we'll put you there, we'll put you there, and then we'll put you there, and then we'll give you your tennis courts. So there, that gets that done. We have a massive, massive, massive commercial need. So I think commercial can probably continue along this perimeter. Like almost all the way down to where the nature reserve starts. We'll leave a little gap there just so we can get some trees in there. And then we can even do some commercial, like have this be a big commercial strip right here in the middle. And this is going to be a lot of commercial. This is going to kill our commercial need in this town. So all down through here shall be commercial. There we go. And then we do have some very little office needs. So we will spam a few of these down. But not too many because they do get kind of big even though we've got high-rise band turned on. It's not a massive, massive need for them right now. And they're also saying, hey, nobody works here. Yeah, I know. And now we will come in with our low density residential. I may want to put a walking path up and through here and then connect it. We might investigate that soon-ish. So all through here. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to zone off of this main road. I may not. I may just leave it and just bring the tree line like right up to it. That might look kind of nice. And maybe not even... No, we'll do this side road. I want to fill all this up with residential and then see where our needs go after that. One thing on this side of the town is they're probably not going to have a whole lot of garbage collection over here, so I will throw in, and we'll wind up moving it, but we'll throw in a recycling center over here that can help cover this side of town. So they should start growing pretty quick, and we should hopefully get up to, well, what's our next goal? 30,000. We might get 30,000. So I'm going to let this grow for just a moment and then see what our needs look like after it's ran for a few minutes and all this gets filled in. Okay, so I went ahead and zoned in a little bit more of an area, all this over here. We also still had a huge commercial need, and I didn't want to add too much more commercial over here. So what I did is I went through, took out the low density right here. Whoops, forgot one. And put high density in just this square. I mean, we've got the offices right there by them, so I think it'll be okay to have a little bit of a taller building in just this little corner here. I think the last thing that I'd like to try to do is, I mean, there is a subway system that runs over here, metros, and it drops off here, and I did add in some bus lines, one for this half, one for this half. I'd like to do two things. Get some walking paths that go through here with some crosswalks, and here as well, and then have them also come out a couple different places across through there, so there's not quite as big of a line. But I'd also like to get some roads that connect to down here. I think that might not be a bad idea. So what I'd like to do is try to find a place down here where I can get this little road to come off. I don't want to do it off of here because this is already nightmarishly busy. Why they go that way to come up here when this is so much faster, I don't know. Let's encourage them to go this way. That's 50, that's 40. Let's say you can do 70 on this side. And this should encourage them to use this instead of coming up through here. It may take a while for it to update, but that's stupid for them to come through this tiny little road and get choked up there. That's just dumb. Because then they have to wait to turn to up here. So, that's just stupid. Anyway, let's see if we can't get some roads. I'd like to have one that kind of comes up this way and it'll come up through here and then connect to a bridge here that will also then kind of meander down through this bit. I don't know how it's going to go just yet. So let's get the bridge in first, actually. Let's do the bridge. See where I want that to be. There we go. So I want it to be like here. 8 should be enough for this bridge. Good, it will go across. And then back down to 0. And then this is going to be where I like to have, like I said, have something that kind of meanders down through here, following the ridge here as best I can. I don't know how well this is going to work, so wish me luck. So have it kind of go right off to the edge here, and then kind of, there's a good spot for it to go right there. And then turn here, go to this little flat area here, and then maybe down like that. Does that look all right? Yeah, that flows pretty much naturally with the terrain. And that way, if anybody wants to drive, they don't have to go all the way up and back around. They can just drive straight through. And then this side, we'll bring a road out like this. It kind of hits all of this. This way I can use this area for zoning as well. And we can expand out onto this little hill. This is where this gets tricky. Because this isn't really all that. Well, it's not too bad. Right there may not be the prettiest. So what we'll do is we'll come in here and move it. And starting about there, we'll see what it looks like to put just a smooth slope in. And if it looks awful, we'll get rid of it. I think it looks all right. A little bit there, but yeah, it kind of fits with the surrounding terrain. So I think that'll work. So that'll give us 2 different ways in and out of here. Eventually, we'll zone some stuff up into there as well. To get that going. So the last thing I want to do is get some paths in here. And I think I'll just give you the general idea of what I'm wanting to do. Let's do... Since this is going to be nature reserves over here, let's use the nature reserve path. I think that'd be kind of cool. So I kind of want it to follow this same curve as the road here. We're going to lose a few buildings, which I am okay with. Drag that to there, drag that right to the edge. Turn snapping off, we don't need it. It's left over from the last video. And then have it go here. Didn't quite connect, we can make it connect. This is too short. There, it connects. So it killed a few buildings, but whatever. And then, just every once in a while, actually kind of by the bus stops, have it come out. Like that, and then over here. Space is already occupied, really? By, what? Oh, I'm trying to connect it to the road. It doesn't like to be connected to the road. There you go. You happy now? Let's just drag that all the way out so a building doesn't build there. Building still wants to build there, so we'll say nope. That way people can walk through a little bit better, I think. Connected, because the two bus lines, the only place that they really overlap is over here by the train station. That's awful far to go. Wow, that is a busy bus stop. Wow. But it's kind of far to go just to go down to switch buses. So this way they can change buses while they're walking about. So that'll help. Oop, that did not want to go where I wanted it to. Have this one curve around a little bit in a nicer way. And then we'll put a crosswalk in here in a second. Like right here, we'll put a crosswalk. Right by that bus stop. Usually that messes up the bus stops. Like, I don't know where to go anymore. But this time it was fine with it. So I'll do that with all these areas, and we'll let this all upgrade. And then we'll pick it up in the next video to see what it looks like. So until then, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.